We've reached our destination.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Here I far enough! I'm only getting started!
No further! Here I come! Let's jump!
Hurricane! It's a new theater!
Flying debris! It's almost
Like if they
strong!
just split it open!
Be my guest! You're finished!
I'll stop its charge! Thanks, Kisara!
Try harder! Not a chance!
See, what happened there is you crossed me.
This
Shouldn't have
one's all
done that.
mine!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack,
Ready? Just pointing it out.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope things improve.
We are freaking
I mean, you're even better than
Than
ever.
the others. I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Now you see what I can do.
Get out there with the others! I'm out of air! I'm out of
I'll finish you here and now.
Destruction!
Dragon one more time!
Dance.
Struck!
Now!
In an instant! Impact Claw! Now!
A chain between heaven and earth! Not on my watch!
Far enough. Here and now.
Rotate Fury!
Dragon shout.
This one's all mine!
A chain between heaven and earth! Burning strike! A wailing Banshee of lightning! Spread! Sweet house! Burning strike!
No escape!
Spear!
Eat this.
Now!
Solid hurricane.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You got
My
what
turn!
you need. Radiant!
I'm not
Your
done!
armor won't save you.
Strike.
Shattering the
All right.
pieces.
Reload!
I can carve through armor.
Cyan in! I'm all set! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Blow away.
Destruction!
These fists have got your name on them.
Talent! Hurricane!
Ray!
Try harder! Now!
Dance in the wind! Let me help!
No escape!
Air thrust! First aid!
I really
Chain
owe you
between
one.
heaven and earth!
Struck! Do it!
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Armor won't save you.
Do you require a hand? No further!
Now! To the astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn!
Nothing
gets by
me. Eagle assault.
Lunar corruption!
Denied. Tectonic fire. Lost my
Lightning
focus.
Take
attack!
it!
Radiant strike!
Severing wind! Here I
Chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Super swallow dance.
Seal!
Swallow blade!
Hurricane.
Thanks!
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
Annihilation!
Mirage! Take this!
Breeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! We confiscated! No more playing nice!
Here I come! The
I
flame
never
inside me
miss.
yearns to be
This
let
is it.
free! Burn!
Lightning on
Hurricane!
these walls! Can't be happening!
Stay away from my... friends.
Tails, tear it to shreds.
Shattering
Chain between heaven and earth.
in a bind.
A wailing banshee of
Now you see
lightning.
what I can do.
Slash!
I can handle it.
We did it! Take this! Swallow blade!
In here. This'll come in handy. Photon flash. All right, it's showtime.
Prepares the end is nigh.
Lightning orbs. Lightning condemned.
Demon
Thunder
Double
blade.
team!
Benediction
Heaven and
light.
earth.
Heal.
A wailing banshee of lightning. Goodbye. Hearts require complete focus. The flint.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Waterfall. Sleep now. What I'm thinking. This will come in handy. I'll heal you all. Art expert coming through. Healing circle.
This debt shall not be forgotten.
Anything in order is all mine.
Met. Raging Luna Storm.
Dance in the wind.
Rage.
Air blade.
Can you take it? Ramah.
This one's mine!
Don't mind if I do. Here's a healing orb.
Now you see what I can do. Take this. Can't get out of this.
Mega ray. Lightning orb. Raging cascade.
Can you take it?
Try harder! My turn!
Can you take it? Seismic Ruska.
Arcane water
Dance on the
slide.
wind.
Ruin! This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
Here, let me help.
Let's go!
Thou art being interrupted.
You're mine! It's too much!
Radiant
Plasma
blast.
shock! Dark wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lunar corruption. Falling
Here,
storm.
let me help.
I'm on it.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
By the falling storm. I never miss.
Can't get out of this.
Tiger blade.
Ready and raring.
Will this help?
Healing circle. Falling storm.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Smash you.
You made me angry. That was
this
a
help?
bad idea.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Make it rain!
Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here, let me help.
Now! Here I...
I'm on it. I'm ready. What's this?
Freezing storm. Hurricane. Ice tornado. Here's a healing orb. First aid. Confiscated.
Flaming meteor!
Now or never. No further.
Crush!
This one's mine!
Talon hurricane.
Eagle fly! Tiger blade!
Fury Swarm! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Clock!
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Guess I'll polish up my sword.
That was nothing.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? What's wrong? You're looking pretty down. Something on your mind?
Yeah, you could say that. It's just, well, there's something that's been eating away at me for a long, long time. Do you mind if I share it with you?
Of course not. I'm glad to listen.
See, my mom and dad used to tell me I shouldn't go around casting magic. But there was one time I did, behind their backs. And when I did, Almadria showed up.
Huh?
I hated Almadria for destroying everything I loved. But what I hated most was myself. For breaking my promise to my parents. Even though I swore I'd get revenge, there was always this nagging part of me that wondered if I even had any right to do so.
Rinwell, it was Almadria who killed your family. Don't torment yourself over one mistake.
How can you say that when my mother and father died because of me?
This may not comfort you much, but I'll say it anyway. I have a feeling your parents always knew something like that might happen.
What do you mean?
There was always a chance that someday, someone was going to find you and your family. But even knowing the risks, they still taught you magic. And there are two reasons I can think of for that. First, your talent. Second, they were hedging their bets.
Huh? On what?
On you, Rinwell. On how you turn out when you grew up. Sure, learning magic may invite danger, but it would have been even more dangerous to live in hiding without being able to defend yourself. They knew what they were getting themselves into when they taught you magic. And I think they did it because of how much they loved you. Because
my mother and father loved me.
Sorry, I know I shouldn't be putting words into your parents' mouths.
No, it's okay. I used to think I would have been better off if I never knew how to use magic. And if I'm really honest with myself, sometimes I still think that. But after traveling around with all of you guys, I've learned that there are things I can do with magic. That there's a point to it after all. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm gonna try and accept it as part of who I am. I want to use it to protect my friends. To protect the future of Dana. Do you think that's selfish of me?
Not at all. I wouldn't want it any other way with you, Rinwell.
Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything. Thanks to you, I was able to rest easy.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
This one's gonna be tough.
I'm just getting started.
Leave the chargers to me!
Now you see what I can do.
Strike!
This one's mine.
Do it!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying
This
off!
one's mine!
Now! Lunar Rondo! Strike! Mirage!
The enemy wields our
We'll soon see about that. We won that by a mile.
I'll do my best!
Dragon
Shield!
Hurricane
Prepare for the fear! I'm on a roll! Can't get out of this!
Radiant light! It'll body slam us into next week!
I see what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh,
I love one for that.
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Laura
Do better.
I'm all set.
Here and now!
I'll heal you all! Hurricane strike! Don't mind if I do!
I really owe you one.
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Pieces! Attack time!
Into the shadows!
No escape!
By the power of flame! Vanish without a trace!
How do you like being pounded into shape?
This one's all
I hope
mine!
this thing is actually approved.
Destruction! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm
Where
just
are
getting
you
started.
Take this! Now or never!
No further.
Mirage!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher! Will this help?
Here we go
Take
again.
this!
Look sharp!
Healing
Storm! Damn! You're
I
on!
really owe you. I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough of it.
You hear it? Yes, ma'am.
Tiger Blade!
Here!
Hurricane!
Destruction!
Hurricane!
Going in!
These fists have got your name on them.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Radiant
This time!
here!
Talon
Here!
Ignite!
Going in!
Here!
Lunar Rondo!
Now you see what I can do.
Lightning! Confiscated!
Dear, Rob, a charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well,
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
look sharp!
Here's a healing art!
Hurricane!
Good
Make it
luck!
rain! Johalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Not a chance!
Here!
Plasma shock!
Eat this!
Glacial
Into the
Fire!
shadows!
Tiger Blade!
Blast!
Radiant here!
Can't get out of this!
Look
I'm out
sharp!
of ammo!
Florida!
Dance! Glimmer's watching!
Falling Storm! Will this help? Tiger Blade!
Dragon Sword!
Ribbon
Their
tail!
arms were
This one's
interrupted.
mine!
That's going in! Eagle assault!
I don't know what I did.
No more playing!
Not today!
Perhaps now isn't the time.
My head's spinning just watching you!
Annihilation!
Destruction!
Light! Here!
Crush!
Eat this!
Fury!
Flame! Radiant strike!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry. It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Here I
Rob
come!
pain.
Oh, Spread! Come over!
Here! Let me help!
Whatever you do, just stay away from the spores!
Eagle Drop!
Flame laser!
Hurricane Eagle
It's
Drop!
over!
Look sharp!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
You're pissed off!
Instant!
Rip it! I'm on a roll, man!
Eat dirt!
Eagle assault!
Plasma shock!
Steering
Lunar Rondo!
I can handle it!
The enemy wields arts
Here
too.
my
See
God.
what
We'll
happened
soon
there
see
as you
about
crossed
that.
me. Shouldn't have done that.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
By the power of flame!
Far enough!
Vanish without a
We
trace!
got the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Law's on.
Damn, you beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take...
Oh, like hell you will.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
It's on!
First strike!
Slice! This one's mine!
It's on!
Now I'm in the groove!
Is that wielding cards? Now I've seen everything!
Flying free! Why can't they just be still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No
Pull
sooner
nothing
said
back.
than done!
Don't mind if I do!
No further! Dragon
I'll heal you out!
coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'm just
Here's a
getting
healing
started!
arm! Storm!
Now I can let loose!
Swallow
Double!
it!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Will this
Not a chance!
shield
Take
and
this!
face! Healing circle!
Crumble!
So much for sitting this
Now
fight
we're
out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, Bonnier.
Can't get out of this!
Make it rain! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Switch to far enough!
No escape! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
It's like trying to keep up with the wall!
I'll finish you here and
This
now.
one's
blade.
mine! Look sharp!
Do it!
Dragon Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I'll take you all on!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the funnel to me.
I'm not this one's all mine!
Switch to
Dragon
perfect!
Wall!
Here's evil!
Ha! Burn in hell!
You shouldn't have messed with me.
Here I come!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance! Blast the shock! Super Swallow Dance! You're mine!
Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara.
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Gotta break through! Here I come!
By the
Don't mind if I do!
Swallow Blade!
Rip and tear.
The earth through.
No matter what, nothing gets past my
I
shield.
can carve through. I'm
Take
just
this.
getting started. Can't get out of this.
Healing circle!
Swallow
There you
Blade!
go. I feel like
Dragon
me
Swarm!
again.
Hurricane foot!
All right.
Destruction!
Swallow that. Now I'm in the groove.
To me.
Take the flame inside me!
These
Yearns
fists
to be
have got
let
your
free.
name on them.
Mirage!
Spin!
Ignite!
Tree blazer!
Swallow Blade!
Here's the
Sacred
reward.
Blade! Dragon Shout!
Here, let me help.
You're mine!
Thank you. It's here.
Infernal Torch!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Super swallow!
Take this! Swallow Blade!
Talon hurricane! This one's
No
mine!
escape!
Eagle
Shield
Blast!
and
This
face.
one's mine! Talon storm!
Take this! That frickin' does it!
Here's a
I'm
healing arm!
not
Hurricane strike!
Strike!
There you go!
Going in!
I feel like me again. Anything in armor is all mine!
Finish without a
Take
trace!
this! I have no limits! Slap this one's all mine!
I'm just
Eat
getting
dirt.
started!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me
Totally!
help!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
I'll
My
heal you
turn!
all!
Dragon Shout!
Healing circle!
Talon Hurricane!
None shall escape my judgment!
Storm! Dragon Swarm!
Time to shine!
Lightning
Meteor! These fists have got your name on them!
First aid!
I really owe you one.
Hurricane Thrust! Glimmer Dragon!
Watch this!
Here goes!
Take this! Death Blossom!
By the power
Dragon
of water!
Form!
Nothing gets by me! By the power of flames! Dragon without a trace!
Ignite!
Rip and tear! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this!
Wait!
Enough!
Do it!
Talon!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Here?
It's here?
Yes. All the energy flowing through the wedge comes together and collects here.
Is that thing a Zoogle? Holy crap, it's huge!
A central core and a guardian?
Once we beat that thing, it'll stop the wedge from taking in any more astral energy, right?
It seems we're in for a fight regardless.
Here it comes.
Stay sharp, everyone!
Is there no end to what the Renans can cook up?
I don't know if that's a machine or what, but I do know it's pissing me off! Watch yourself. There is no knowing what it is capable of.
Any other wisdom you want to pass along?
Talon Hurricane!
Glacial Spear!
Eagle
Fierce
Dive!
Eagle! Freeze Lance, let the marksman handle this!
Dragon Shout!
I never miss!
Dragon
Radiant
Swarm!
Fire!
It was nice while it lasted. It's time.
Will this help?
Dragon Shout!
I'm just
Healing
start.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Really owe you one.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Dragon Shout! No escape!
Cross field!
You picked the wrong
I'll
fight!
finish you here and now!
Swallow Blade!
Flames!
Last
Vanish
shot!
without a trace!
Dragon Shout!
I can carve through armor!
Explosion!
Dragon Shout! Lunar Rondo!
Glimmer
Here I
Dragon!
come! No escape!
Eagle Assault!
By the power to go! Vanish without a trace! No chance!
Dragon Shout!
Explosion!
Eagle Assault!
Burning! Glacial
Here I
Spear!
come!
Pierce evil!
Lunar Rondo!
Freeze Lance!
Stardust! Dragon Shout!
There!
Rip
One
and
more!
tear!
Mega
Eagle Assault!
Gemini Aqua!
Eagle Dive! Take this! Storm! Blow away!
Far enough! Where are you going? This one's mine! Plenty left!
Dragon Swarm!
None shall escape my judgment!
Swallow Blade! Not today!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
Ray!
Eagle Assault!
Radiant Pierce!
Dragon Shout!
By the power of flames! Vanish without a trace!
Dragon Shout!
Explosion!
Here I come!
Eagle Assault!
Lunar Rondo!
Hold the line!
Red!
Slash! Here I come!
Radiant Light!
Eagle Assault!
Searing
Throbs in
By
pain.
the power
No complaints here!
Glimmer Dragon!
Watch this!
Anything
in armor is all mine!
The flame inside me, yours!
I'll finish you here and now!
Burn!
Eagle Assault!
You're mine! Glimmer Dragon!
Looks like you came to my rescue
I
again.
think we can get through this.
Don't let up
With the
until it's
blazing
over.
sword, and with
Who
my
said
thorn.
anything about letting
Where
off?
are you going?
I'm not done!
Perfect number!
Watch and weep. Annihilation!
Destruction!
I'm on it!
Hurricane! Eagle Dog! That's freaking coming
Freezing
through!
storm!
I wish I could brawl like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Elfin?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense.
You want Grandmaster Kisar? Take this!
Stardust! I'm not done! No escape! Here I try harder! My turn!
Glimmer Dragon!
Destruction! Stardust! Lunarongo!
Dragon Shaft!
You're mine! Strike!
Eagle
I'm sorry to be a bother.
Okay.
We've all got enough on us.
Yes,
You picked the
ma'am.
wrong fight!
Dragon Shout! Rip and tear!
It was nice while it lasted.
Hurricane Fury! Burning
This one's
Strike! Water! Hear my call!
Not a chance! Here I come!
Far enough!
I'm not
Royal
done!
Guard colors are shining through.
Fancy joining the regiment? I can beat you into shape in no time.
I'm Where are you going?
Now I'm in the groove. Prepare to be sealed.
Eagle Dive!
In a bind,
Talon Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Is it over?
what the hell is going on?
Ridwell! It's too dangerous! Stay back!
What's going on here? This warmth. Linwa, you okay?
Hey, are you crying?
I'm not the only one.
I heard it. Whatever it was, I heard it.
As did I. I'm not sure I'd call it a voice, but it was there.
What in the world just happened?
That was Dana's astral energy we just encountered. And I think what we heard... might have been its voice?
You're saying astral energy has a mind of its own?
I haven't the slightest idea. But do you remember what happened when we fought Balseph back in Calaglia?
You mean when that fire monster came out of the spirit vessel?
Exactly. There was such a huge overflow of astral energy, it caused a monster to spawn and take physical form. Maybe the same thing happened here, just with way more astral energy and a bigger monster.
Does that mean if you gather enough astral energy, it can become sentient or take a physical form?
That's what I'm guessing, but it's just speculation. Master cores are able to hold a lot more energy than a spirit vessel, but we still haven't seen anything like that happen in our dealings with them.
That being said, there may be a mechanism of sorts inside Master Cores and spirit vessels that prevent such reactions.
That fire monster. I remember how it only appeared after Balsef's spirit vessel broke.
Then the reason Rinwell was able to sense all that astral energy earlier must have been because it was too much for that Zoogle to contain by itself.
So, then where do you think the Zoogle went? All that energy and poof, it's gone. The Zoogle with it. Doesn't that sound weird to anyone?
Indeed it does. However, in order for us to move our hypothesis forward, we will need to gather more evidence first. On that note, how are you holding up, Rinwell?
I just can't work out why. Why the voice reached out to me first.
Rinwell?
I can't help but wonder if it's because of my heritage that I was the one to hear it. Sorry. That's a strange thing to think, isn't it? Anyway, we should get going, right? We need to make sure the energy flow has actually stopped.
Are we gonna have to take this winding path all the way back down, too?
Yeah, but if anything, it should be easier than the climb up.
Really? Well then.
Actually, I've heard it's easier to develop muscle aches when going down.
Seriously? Everything all right? You kinda looked like you wanted to get something off your chest.
Huh? Oh,
Or not, you know, whatever.
yeah. You know,
Yeah?
sorry, never mind. Just forget it.
You wanna try being a little less cryptic, maybe? All right, jeez. Sorry for taking an interest.
Stop it! It's okay, Hootle! Sorry. I guess I still don't really know how to put it into words.
Nah, that's fine, no rush. It might help you to talk about it, though.
I'll keep that in mind. And thanks.
It's on! Swirl Blade! I'm on! I'll smash you!
Tiger Blade!
Eat dirt!
Cyan Instant!
I'll finish you here and now! Swirl Blade! Get some of your legs! Start up!
I'm just
Here I come!
Take it!
No escape!
Into the shadow
You're
blade!
finished! Not a chance!
Finish without a trace!
Serpent Knuckle! Destruction!
Falling storm!
Eagle Assault!
Explosion! Hurricane Strike!
Take this!
Let me help!
Now you've gone and ticked me off!
Destruction!
Appreciate it far enough!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Falling storm!
Witness tear! Swirl Blade! Take this! Tiger
now
we're talking!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here I go!
You're Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp!
Hold on to your arm! Here I come!
Power
Power of flame! Finish without a
I'll
trace!
smash you! Dark Blade!
Explosion!
I'm on a roll now!
Where are you going?
This one's mine!
Eagle Assault!
Watch now! It's too much! Is this what real pain feels like?
Here's a healer! Hang strike! First aid!
This one's mine! I'll bring you back from depths of... Now you've gone and ticked me
Here I
off!
come!
Now or never.
Take this!
All right, let me at him. By the power of water, let me at him.
Lightning!
Here, let me out in the wind. This one's mine.
Rending you apart!
Take it hard. By the... Hang
Denied! You're finished! Burn in hell!
Here goes!
Hurricane Flight!
Don't mind if I do.
Going in. Make it rain.
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Now! You're mine!
I'm going in.
Mega ray!
Grind you into dust!
Tiger blade.
It's go time! Tempest engulfs you! Swallow blade!
Here's a healing arc!
I can carve through armor!
First aid!
I'll face
I'm
you!
ready.
Take this!
Where are you going?
Take this! Ignite! Look sharp! Dance on the... Can't get out of this! You're mine!
Power of flame!
How about this? Destruction! Can you take it?
Meteor!
I'm not done! Illuminating form! Try harder! Not a chance!
Time to shine.
Lewis!
Flag assault.
Swallow blade!
Here's evil!
Flaming meteor.
Rosie Fury! I'm ready! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Step back! This one's all law! It'll be a... breeze. Get in, get out!
Hurricane flight. Right here. Nothing gets
Swallow
by me.
blade!
Mega ray!
I'll finish you here and now! Eagle assault! Ignite!
Here, let me help.
Swallow blade! Anything in armor is all mine! Shock! Do it! Now more! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! See that? That training's paying off!
Shield
Here I come!
Vanish without a trace. Going in.
Oh, away! Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
This one is mine. Make it rain.
First aid! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Great, now I'm hurt and dirty.
It'll be a
Here, let me
breeze.
help.
Get in, get out. You picked the wrong fight.
Confiscated!
Talon Hurricane! Here I come! Eagle Fly!
I'm ready! Your wings won't save you from me!
You're mine! Like moth. Do it! Pick up.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
I leave you
Now!
all!
You're mine! That freaking does it!
Healing circle!
Luna Rondo! Damn it! Too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up. Now or never. In a bind? All finish you here now! Ignite!
Far enough.
Swallow blade!
Make it rain.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
My
Do
turn!
it. On guard.
More!
Look sharp.
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Now you see what I can
Get
do.
behind me.
Dark
Let the marksman handle this!
Destruction!
Watch this.
Tiger
I
blade.
never miss!
Swallow dance! You're mine!
Hurricane
You're on!
Death
Here I
force
come!
going in!
Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a
My
healing
turn!
arc!
Do it!
Law. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the
Luna
pace.
Rondo! Stardust!
Healing
Do
circle!
it! I really owe you one.
So much for sitting this fight out.
Nicely done.
be a breeze. Get in, get out.
I'm here! Coming through!
Not today!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
In a vine.
Here's the evil!
Plasma shock!
Freeze like savage roar!
Here I come! Talon hurricane!
I can handle it! Mega ray!
Eagle fire! Now you see what I can do! You're mine!
By the hurricane!
Eagle Swallow blade!
Going in!
Destruction! Plasma shock! Surfing knuckle! Glimmer drop! Watch this! Eagle This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Savage roar!
Take this!
Piercing roar!
Now!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Savage roar! Here's a healing
Guardian
art!
Here I come!
First aid!
You picked the wrong fight!
Lightning!
Dragon! Now or never!
War mistake, wait!
In a bind!
By the power of flame! I never miss!
You're mine! The picture of health! Watch this! All good things come to an end.
By the power of flame!
Oh! Now I'm real mad! Anything in armor is all mine! Here I... Come!
Hit!
Eat this! Guardian field! Dragon form!
Let me at him.
I'm on a roll now!
All right.
There's a flame inside me, yours to be let free!
Thanks, Shion.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'm on! Here I
Make it
come!
rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Not a chance!
Mega ray!
Plasma shock!
Searing flame!
Now
Finish
look
up.
through!
I'm out of ammo!
Rip and
Back
tear.
into the rage!
Death monster!
Switch
harder!
to offense!
Take this!
Here I go!
In a bind? Here I
the
come!
shadows.
It's on!
This one's mine!
Ah! Burn! I'm on it!
By the power of
Here I
flame!
come!
Finish
Strike!
without a glacial
Amazing.
fire!
Let's
Tiger Blade! Make it rain!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! These bad guys really don't mess around.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Attack time! Swallow blade!
Switch to offense!
Destruction! Dragon form!
Here's the evil!
Swallow blade! I'll finish you here and now! Do it!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go!
Look sharp!
Plasma
I
shock!
never miss!
You're mine! Strike! Lunar Rondo! Mirage! Strike! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Water,
Now!
hear my call!
Come on!
Flame
It's
of
time!
Spread!
On guard!
Can't get out of this! Do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough!
Strike!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon Form!
Shield and mace! Hurricane Strike!
You're
Watch
mine!
this!
Here's the evil!
Eagle Fly! You're mine!
Hurricane Strike!
Here's a healing art!
Swallow Blade! Crush! Take
How
this!
about this?
You made short work of that one.
I'm sorry. Having trouble keeping up?
Go on right behind you.
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Lunar Rondo! Do it! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a
Not
healing
a
art!
chance! Glimmer The flame inside me! You're...
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Hold Yay! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky.
What's with that shining foe over there?
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! I'm on!
Hurricane strike!
Take this!
Hurricane!
Burn it out! Can't get out of this!
Glimmer
Take
dragon!
this!
It's in the sky!
Try
It's
harder!
mine.
Now I'm in the groove!
Luna
Make it
Blast!
rain! Swallow blade! In an instant! Impact block! My turn! I'm not done! You're mine!
Hurricane strike!
Florida!
Now I'm in the groove! Annihilation!
Here I
Mega
come!
ray!
Strike!
By the Jolene! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
That's far enough! Glacial alien, where are you going?
I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade!
The flame inside me yearns to be let
You head! Storm! That's not even fair! Shield and face!
Swallow blade!
Ice tornado!
I'm not done!
Flaming meteor!
Destruction!
If you hear it now!
Death blossom!
Instant death!
Let's keep up the pressure!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Now we're
Now
not in the groove! Swallow blade!
Look sharp.
You're mine!
Prepare to be sealed, O weak of foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon shout!
Take this!
In a bind?
Dragon swarm!
I'm on it! Piercing roar!
Destruction!
Flaming sword!
Finish without a trace!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Big blast!
Infernal turret! I'm not
Let's tear
done!
him up! Glacial target! It was not shattered! Pieces! Attack time!
You're mine!
I'll heal you all!
Look sharp!
Here, go!
Thanks, Shia.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
This
I'll do
one's
better.
mine!
Swallow dance! Look sharp!
It's on!
Now I'm in the groove!
Lightning!
You're mine!
Hurricane strike!
Ignite!
Dragon shout!
If it's in the
No
sky,
further.
it's mine!
Take fire!
Confiscated! I'm out. Where are you going?
No escape!
Flaming meteor!
I'll finish you here
Try
and now!
Weapons!
How about now we're talking?
Demon Flame!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone!
That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
It looks like that beam of light has stopped.
Then is it safe to say we've avoided oblivion for the time being?
I can still sense a faint glimmer of energy, though. It hasn't completely dispersed.
You can tell? Rinwell, your senses seem a lot sharper than before, don't they?
And you said you heard that voice, right?
I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't feel bad, though.
If trace amounts, however small, do remain, then it leaves us no choice. We must destroy the entire structure.
What do you suggest? We bring it down piece by piece?
Once that's done, what do we do then?
We go to Lenegus. Even if we could destroy the whole wedge like he suggested, it'd only buy us time. The fact they sent this thing down tells me they're not giving up this planet without a fight.
There's also the matter of the Renis Alma. Its circumstances still have yet to be truly resolved.
But how do we even get to Lenegis?
What if we hotwire one of their starships? There's gotta be one on the planet somewhere, right?
Starships are only seen on Dana at the start and end of the Crown Contest. Otherwise, they remain on Lenegis. Believe it or not, we Renans down here aren't quite as free to come and go as one might think.
Great. Well, I'm out of ideas then. We definitely don't have the tech to build a starship. And even if we found a Renin who'd help, who knows how long that'd take.
Yeah. Waiting for a starship to come down from Lenegis would probably be quicker than that.
Wait. Alphen, when you came down from Lenegis, it had to have been in a starship of your own, right?
Right. Oh, of course.
You can't be serious. That was 300 years ago. There's no way it's still gonna work.
But Alphen didn't wake up until a few years ago. That means it had to have still been functioning that whole time to keep his body preserved.
Indeed. You wouldn't happen to remember where you landed, would you?
My memories around where I parked are still a little hazy, but I do know that I woke up in Calaglia, so chances are it's still in the area. At least it's a place to start. Luckily, that realm's my old stomping ground, so I should be able to get us some help finding her.
This is it.
Yeah, as long as Lenegis stands there, there's no avoiding it.
So what's this help in Calaglia you're planning to enlist?
My buddy Nath. If anyone there knows something, I figure it's him. But first, we need to catch a boat and get back to the mainland. Our first port of call is Ulzebek.
Back where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Xion.
Excuse me? Just what do you... No. You're right. I'm sorry.
Is it about Alphen?
No. Not just him.
Something you can't talk about?
Rinwell, I'm not like the rest of you.
Of course you are! No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Xion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last. My family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
Everyone has their own pain that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you, or a mage like Rinwell.
I'm not a sovereign, maiden, or lord. I'm just a Danon who used to be a slave.
But regardless of all that, I'm here for you, Shion.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hootle and even the boys. I promise. I mean, that is what friends are supposed to do, right?
I said this to Alphen, and now I'll say it to you. You're not alone in this.
Thank you. Rinwell. Kisara.
And right on cue, I think I should make my way back and lie down for a bit. My battle with this ship continues.
Yeah, I better head back too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
Still, if that's true, then it's all the more reason I have to do this.
Aw, are you tired, Hootle?
You sure he's not just trying to hide from us?
All right, something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself, but then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Have you got... Nice check. checked your equipment lately?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
I couldn't need any more if I tried.
Ah, Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
And wasn't Zephyr with us too?
Dad.
Hey, chin up! This is your hometown.
Everyone around here looks so much happier than they used to.
I'll say. It feels like an entirely different place. I suppose it's had time to adjust to its newfound freedom.
Zephyr would have been so happy to see this.
Yeah, he really would have. Especially if he knew Law was... Law? Something bothering you, Law?
Nah, I'll be fine. It's just, you know.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned my home. Then when I finally come back, it's been liberated. What's important is that it's free. I get that, I do. I just... I should have been here.
Just one thing after another, and it all falls on my head to...
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't you see I'm... Alphen?
Looks like you have your hands full.
As much as ever. As if I wasn't busy enough putting down the last remnants of Renan rule, I'm up to my ears in Danan disputes. And then, to top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
But enough about my problems. What can I help you with?
Yeah, we're looking for an old Renan starship. You wouldn't happen to know any around these parts, would you?
A starship? What do you need one of those for?
To get to Lenegis.
Lenegis? Are you out of your damn mind?
Believe it or not, it wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done recently.
Well, I believe it. Well, either way, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about a starship.
Then do you have any historical records by chance?
Sure, we've got stacks of old records.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, Nath.
I read through all of the records, but I only found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock that shot across the sky and landed past the mountains. The event was recorded just before the first Renan invasion.
And you think that might be the starship?
I don't know. There was nothing else in the records that came even close. It looked like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg?
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just there recently, investigating a report of a meteor someone saw.
Another meteor in the same area? Really?
I wonder if it could have been one of those lights that shot out of the wedge.
All the more reason to check it out. Can you tell us how to get there?
The old Zion mine is up that way. One of the veins we abandoned connects to the volcano. Go ahead and use that. But you should be careful.
Huh?
I don't know if it has anything to do with the meteor. There's a giant Zoogle running riot in there. Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
I turned back as soon as I caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell you much more. Just be real careful if you head out that way.
Hmm?
All right.
I guess...
Right.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kinda out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cislodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in. Where they're born doesn't affect their appearance at all. But that's not why he's white. The real reason is that he's still just a baby.
You mean their plumage changes color depending on where they grow up? Weird.
And with all this traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me if his wings ended up looking like a colorful painting.
I think he suits his snowy complexion. It'll feel strange to see him change.
How awesome would it be if his head and wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels? Ow, lay off, will ya? So much for the heat making him docile.
You've only yourself to blame for that one. Hootle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Fascinating. An appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
Dohalim, I think you've drawn his attention.
We've reached our destination.
I've got a good amount of info on our enemies written down now.
That's wonderful, Rinwell. I'm sure that data shall prove most useful.
I like to think so. If there's anything you want to know, just ask.
That came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised. After mastering countless recipes and gathering enough ingredients to last a lifetime, I finally cooked my greatest, grandest masterpiece. Mabo Curry! This is a specially made one-of-a-kind batch. It contains only the best combination of spices, chosen after a lot of trial and error.
Spices.
I think I'll have some later after everyone else. I'm not that hungry right now.
You sure?
It does smell pretty tasty now that you mention it.
The heat from the spices is intense, but not persistent, so it's easy to go back for seconds.
You're making a good case for your curry, Alphen. What the hell? Serve me up!
Oh wow, this is actually good.
To be honest, I'm a little scared how my stomach will handle all these spices later. But they really do bring out the flavor.
Indeed. The spiciness has been so finely tuned. Why, I dare say you've made true art, Alphen.
Right? I knew you guys would like it.
Like it? I love it! This is delicious, man!
Law, really? Don't talk with your mouth full.
There's plenty for everyone, so eat as much as you like. Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
I've been thinking about what we discussed earlier. His reasons might not have been pure, but in the end, Dohalim still made Elda Menencia a place where Danans and Renans can coexist. I thought everyone would welcome that change, with open arms. I took pride in what we had without putting in the work to truly solidify it. After so much failure, Do you think I even have the right to pursue my ideals?
It doesn't matter what I think. You've already found your answer, haven't you?
I know what I want to say, but I can't help but wonder if I'm being selfish.
Everybody makes mistakes in life, Kisara. Everybody. It's what you do afterwards that matters. But you already knew that, right?
Yeah. I won't look away from the world any longer. I'll do my best to confront reality, so that we don't lose anyone else, ever again. More to the point, Dohalim needs someone who can push him forward. I think we both get lost in our sorrow too easily when we focus on the past.
If we see that happening, we'll set him straight. Don't worry. We'll look out for both of you. I have to say, though, if you turned out this well modeling yourself after Miguel, he really must have been a great man.
What, you didn't believe me before? I'm pretty sure I've been going on about him since I joined up. If you need more convincing, I've got plenty more stories about him.
Maybe another time.
See you tomorrow. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menin's.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
How about this?
Barely a blip on our radar.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
So this path is supposed to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law. So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
carve through armor!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Talon Hurricane!
Now I'm in!
Slash! Swallow blade!
Piercing roar!
Lunar! We got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
It's time.
Water snake, wait!
In a bind.
Take this!
Do it! Tiger
Kisara!
blade!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique! Leave the enemy's arms to me!
No complaints here.
Swallow blade! Talon
Make it
Hurricane!
rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
It'll be a freeze. Get in, get out.
Freezing dragon! Not on my watch!
What's this?
Swallow blade!
Are those rocks and skin?
Where are you going? And this one will
airborne
back in their
scoundrels.
defense. Sounds like a job for you and Truly.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Talon Hurricane! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique! Hurricane Eagle Fly!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Black Assault!
Not today!
Make it rain! Glimmer Trap!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
No!
Far enough!
No further.
Slash! Destruction! Plasma shock!
Make it rain!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me. Huh. You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
No choice! Swallow blade!
Going in! Radiant Right here! I got you! None shall escape my judgment! Take cover when it calls out!
Crush!
Art Steel!
No armor can stop me!
Charge like
Remind
that
me to
can
stay
easily
on
be
your good
fatal.
side. Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Do it!
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Falling Storm!
Ether!
Searing Flame!
Here I come!
Mega Ray!
Now or never.
This one's Annihilation!
In a bind.
This is it!
Talon Hurricane!
Take
Come
this! Now you see what I'm on a roll
I'm not
now.
done! Talon Hurricane!
Do
Do
it!
it!
Lock! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
my
Let
best
the marksman handle this.
Far enough!
I never miss.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane corruption.
Watch this!
Destruction!
Look sharp! Make it rain!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished! I'll take you all on!
Hurricane fire.
I'm a blind freak! Why can't they just sit
I wish I
still?
could roll.
Sion, can you take care of
Do
them?
it. No sooner said. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Out of our way.
Now you see what I can do!
Eat dirt!
Now I'm in the groove! If it cools up, time to get out of the way!
The marksman handle this. This one's mine.
Do you require a hand?
Do it.
All yours, Kisara!
Not a chance!
Its armor's too strong! Then I'll split it open!
Be my guest! Mirage!
You see, what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
Swallow blade!
Searing
Swallow
tornado.
blade!
And
Swallow
that's my
blade!
will.
Get behind me!
Tornado.
Swallow blade!
Eagle Dawn!
Here I come!
Flag assault!
No escape! Swallow blade!
Flaming meteor! I can handle it!
Rending
Now I'm in the groove!
Make it rain!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying
If
off!
it's in the sky, it's
Now
mine.
I'm in the groove!
It's on! I'm not done! Not
Make it
today!
rain!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright...
My face is starting to sting, and my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
That's far enough!
Now you see what I can do!
Here I come!
Going in!
Destruction!
Storm!
Into the shadows.
The bigger they are,
Now or never.
the harder they fall!
In a bind,
Finish without a trace.
hit a word, hurt smoke!
Take this!
Make it rain!
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Out of our way.
Ready
Swallow
and
blade!
eat this!
Art expert coming through.
First strike!
Don't mind if I do.
Dragon Shout!
Your hide is thick as armor.
Mirage! Dragon Swarm!
How about
Eat this!
Destruction! I'm not
I'll
done!
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'll smash you!
I'm not done!
Now or never. Take this! Rip and tear!
Tiger Blade!
Mirage!
Art expert coming through.
This has got your name on it!
Plenty left! Where are you going? Plenty left!
Do it.
Dragon Swarm! Remove!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Not a chance!
Cyan instant.
Everyone hanging in there? my best!
I'm surrounded!
Look sharp!
You picked the wrong fight!
Eat this!
Here I come!
You have to aim for the bright area on their back.
Falling storm! Ready to go!
You're on!
Drop a weak point!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now!
Flame of fury!
This way!
Hear my blow!
These fists have got your name on them! Eat this!
Flaming me! Glacial spear! Fierce evil! Freeze laser!
Here I come!
Armor won't save! Now I'm in the
Can't
groove!
get out of this! Dragon form!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Here, let me help.
Not a chance! This one's all mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Eat this! Talon storm!
Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Fang flash!
Mirage! Not today!
Naked Ray!
Swallow blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Where are you going?
Have you ever considered a defensive approach?
What? Sit around and wait for them to get me first?
Just watch you don't get hurt, okay?
Take this!
Eagle Drive!
Mirage! Take this!
Naked Ray!
Law, get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Well, looky here.
Got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Chargers to me!
Far enough!
Dragon Shell!
Radiant light! Here!
Tear!
I'm just getting started!
Strike!
Take this!
Hurricane!
Here I come! No further!
Rend
I'm not
tear!
done!
It's no fun!
Shock!
I can carve through! I'm on a roll now!
Done!
By the power of
Mirage!
flame!
Eat this!
Without a trace!
I'm on it!
Take this! Cut!
Explosion!
Destruction!
Talon
Strike!
Storm!
Do it! Lunar, get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Right,
My
next
turn.
one.
Already on!
I'm all stuffed up.
Here I come! You're mine!
Dragon Storm!
How about this?
Will this hit?
Shattering the
Going in.
pieces!
Here I come.
Attack time!
Talon Hurricane!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
Everyone hanging in there?
That's far
Take
enough! This!
There!
How about
This one's mine!
Piercing roar!
Graviton field!
No further!
Radiant
one's all
lightning meteor!
mine.
Here!
Swallow Dance!
Not today!
keep up the pressure!
Dragon! Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
You're mine! Do it!
Do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Must be easy to pick off the bad guys from far off.
It is. I mean, aside from adjusting for movement, wind speed, trajectory.
See? Easy.
Right, here goes!
Armor won't save you!
Here I come!
Denied!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Dragon
Let's
Shell!
go!
This one's mine!
Just getting
Lunar
started!
corruption!
Lost my focus!
By the power of
Watch
water!
it! I'm on it!
Annihilation! Burning
Dragon Shell!
Glacial
Go
Spear!
in! Take
Evil.
this! I'm just getting
Hurricane
started!
Strike!
Going in! Rip and tear! Flame it! Meteor!
Astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Lunar corruption!
It's on! Lunar Rondo!
I'm all stuck
You're
up!
on! Ignite! Here I come! Plasma shock! You're mine! You're on!
Time to stop!
I'm practically unstoppable.
Deadlock! Hold on to your art. Here I come!
Nothing
Glimmer
gets by
Dragon
me.
form!
Here I
The
come!
armor won't save you!
Strike! Far enough! Make it
Dragon
rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique! Hit a word!
Burn in hell!
Oh, now!
Healing Kissel!
Plasma
Lunar
shock!
Ult! Not in your dreams!
All right! Radiant
You're
Rumble!
mine!
Here! Make it rain!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Now!
Freezing
Take
Storm!
this! Strike!
Ice Tornado!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
I need to be stronger.
Aha! I forgot to look before I leaped.
Those of the trash.
In a bind?
Plasma shock!
Dragon Shell! I'll smash you! I'm on a roll. They got me flanked!
Glacial Fire!
Lunar corruption!
Take this! You're on!
Let's do it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by
Ignite!
a long shot!
Lunar Rondo! Here I come!
Swallow dead!
Hurricane Thrust!
Now
Far
I'm in
enough!
the groove!
Do it!
We did it! Here I come!
Corruption!
By the power of
Plasma
water!
shock!
I'm on it! This
Take
one's
this!
mine!
You're on!
None shall escape my judgment!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come! I'm not done!
Rip and tear!
You're mine! We turned the tables
See
on
what
them.
happened
There
there
are
is you
still
crossed
more
me.
left.
Should have done that.
No time to hold back.
Spread! Round and pound! Don't mind if I do!
Take this!
Burning strike!
Stardust!
Glacial spear!
Strike!
Piercing! Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
It's on!
It was nice while it lasted.
Eat dirt!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
You're mine!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now that's a mystic art!
We should really use them more often.
That would be less mystic.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone, not even as a joke.
I'm not a little kid! Whoa! Ow! It's on!
Swallow Blade! Plasma Shock!
First strike!
Here I come! You're on! No escape! Swallow Blade!
Lost my
You wanna play? Then come out!
You're finished!
Primed and ready! Look sharp!
Talon Hurricane! Eagle
Ice
Fly!
Where are you going? Anything in
Take
order!
this!
Far enough! Radiant Blast!
Do it! Luna Rongo! Take
Glacial
this!
Spear! Pierce
Come
Evil!
on!
Now you see what I can do!
Cut!
I'm on if I had to use it all the time. Radiant! If it's in the sky, it's
Dragon Form! Eat that!
Flame of Fury!
Dragon None! Prepare to be
Glacial
seized!
Spear! This one's mine!
Swallow Blade! Can't get out of this!
Lunar Corruption!
Do it!
Tiger
Mirage!
Blade! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Glacial
Not a
Spear!
chance.
Pierce Evil!
Swallow Blade! Slash!
Freeze Lancer!
Cut! Cut! My turn!
That extra training paid off.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
No backing down! Swallow Blade!
Dragon Not in your dreams!
Radiant
Pierce!
Like moths to the flame.
Try harder! Now!
Here, let me help!
Watch it!
First aid!
Not today! Swallow Blade! Watch it!
Tiger Blade!
Luna Rongo! Mirage!
Instant! Will this help?
Eagle Punch! Just getting started!
Healing Circle!
Now we're not
And just like that, I'm
smash
back
you!
in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done. Look sharp.
Luna Rongo!
Where are you going?
Make it totally! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Here, let me
Now!
help!
Take this!
First aid!
Take this! No further!
Steering Collar! Reload!
Mirage! Try harder! Look at you here and now! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Annihilation!
Win! Meteor! I'm on it! Here I come! Ready and ready!
Now you see what I can do.
You've got pretty impressive aim there.
Thought of picking up the rifle yourself?
Nah, this is more my style.
Target show!
Now I'm in the groove!
Flaming meteor!
Dragon Swarm! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Get lost!
I can carve through armor! Here I come!
I'll heal you all! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Thanks!
Hit a word! Hurt hard up! Here's
Appreciate the help.
Dragon Swarm! Burn!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Talon hurricane!
Can't get out of this!
Water snake wing!
Plasma shock! Not a chance! I'm done!
Where are you going?
Slash!
Let's tear
You're
up!
mine! Take this! Mirage! Crush! Dragon Swarm!
Gravitas field!
Crush!
Smash to pieces! By the power of flame!
Piercing
roll!
I'll finish you here and now!
Here goes!
Do it!
Make it red!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alpin.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Now you see what I can ready and grip!
Can't get out of this!
This
Armor
one's
won't
mine!
save you!
You're mine! Eat this!
Not in your dreams!
Dragon Swarm!
Aim for the weak one! Here's evil!
Talon Hurricane!
Lancer!
Eat this eye! You're mine!
You're not.
Now!
Dragon Swarm!
Guardian field!
Do it!
Ready to
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Dragon Swarm!
Water snake wing!
I'm not done!
Lunar arc!
Crush!
Do
I'm not
it!
done!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Grind it!
Found it!
Grill it!
The perfect burger!
What the hell is that thing?
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on.
Let's go!
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing. Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone!
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared!
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
It's summoning Zoogles? Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Dragon Swarm! Burn! Dragon
Come
Swarm!
on, I can handle it!
Don't mind if I do!
No further!
Not enough! Far enough!
Take this!
Now I'm in the groove!
By the power of
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
This one's mine!
As well, I'm here to stop!
Annihilation! By the power of flame!
I'll smash you!
Tiger Blade!
Explosion!
Dragon Swarm! Blast it time!
I'm
You're
gone!
mine! Burn in hell!
Raw in pain.
My head's
In a
spinning
bind?
just watching you!
I'm not done!
Now I'm real mad!
Look sharp!
Here I come!
I'll finish you here
This
and now!
one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Now I'm in the groove!
Amazing.
Hurricane!
You're mine!
Eagle
Don't
fly!
mind if I do!
Look sharp!
Here I come!
It's time! Take this!
Eat dirt!
Strike! No escape!
Shattering!
Do
it!
Here I go!
Hey! Blow them away!
Not a chance!
Where are you going? Judgment spin!
Burn in hell!
Now you see what I can do!
Lunar corruption! Light up the door!
Back into the
Let's keep up the pressure!
All right,
Nice while
let
it
me at
lasted.
him.
Here. The healing art!
Dust the dark!
Dragon Swarm!
That freaking does it!
Blast the shock!
Healing circle!
Thanks!
I'm gone!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Sword! That freaking does it!
Take this!
Take this!
Going in!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm not done! It's on! Ignite!
Not on my watch!
Take this!
Going in!
Mirage! Come and face me! Now I can let loose!
I'm on a roll now!
Lightning
I'm
meteor!
not done!
Thanks,
Prepare to be
Shield.
sealed!
I'm only getting
In a bind?
Falling storm!
Finish!
Dragon Shell!
Here I come! No escape!
Tiger Blade!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here, let me help.
First
There
aid!
you go! I feel like me again!
Primed and ready! Here come more!
You'll just have to keep fighting. The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that.
I can carve through armor!
There! Got water snake!
This
Lightning
one's all
denied!
mine! Ignite!
That freaking does it!
Water snake, wait! Ready. This one's mine.
You see what happened there as you crossed? Shouldn't have done that.
I could do without this pain. Now!
Aqua! Lightning!
Here I come! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you. Whoa!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Will this help?
Eat this! Last shot!
In a bind?
Let's do it! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
I'm all propped up. I'll heal you all. Look sharp. Healing circle.
Alright. And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Here I come! Swallow blade! Eat dirt! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Nothing gets by me. Reinforcements incoming.
Not a problem.
I can carve through armor! Do you require... hand? In a bind?
On guard. Confiscated.
Here I come!
Denied! Now!
Dragon
I
Form!
never miss.
Make it rain!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Get it!
Yeah!
You're
Nice!
mine!
Technique.
On guard! All
This one's all mine!
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Stay away from my friend!
Armor won't save...
You're finished!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Dragon Sword!
Resuscitation.
My turn!
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
It's over!
I'm on a roll now!
Now or never!
Talon Hurricane! Can't get out of this! Rip and
Grabbed and ready.
That freaking does it!
Try harder!
By the power of blood. Hurricane.
Turbo Dance! One time!
Water. Here
Not
I
today!
go.
Now! You're mine!
I never miss. Who wants to die
I'm not
next?
done.
Hurricane crumble. Will this help?
Shield
Any
and honor is all mine!
Lightning meteor.
I'm just getting
Shield.
started!
Healing
Dragon
circle.
Form!
Nothing gets by
Take
me.
this! What a relief!
Hurricane flight. Lightning.
On guard! Far enough! Talon Hurricane!
Try this!
Eagle! I'll finish you! Oh, now you're talking!
Destruction! No escape!
Big blast!
It's on! Eat dirt!
Let the marksman handle this.
Swallow
Hurricane
blade!
spikes.
Dragon Sword!
Away!
This one's mine.
None shall escape my judgment.
Spirit throbs in pain.
This one's mine.
Make it rain!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Anything in armor is all mine!
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone! There!
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
I'm sorry to be a bother. How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alvin!
Just watch and learn. That's enough! Go back down!
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Hey, is that it over there?
I always... love the sound of hammers banging away.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but... I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Three centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, But it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken. And this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Xion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Huh? Yeah.
Where? Xion? Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own? Xion. Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure it killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Xion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Xion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's... too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Xion!
Ralphin?
Only living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Ralphin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke, that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it. Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renins. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegus.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
Oh, we thought we'd turn the tables and critique your appearance for a change.
It's not fair if we're the only ones subjected to it.
What?
Did you guys hear? Apparently, she found that dress of hers in some old ruins.
Alphen, we haven't heard from you yet. Would you care to tell us your verdict?
Sure, I guess. To be honest, when I first saw Shion in that dress, I
Quit it!
was absolutely captivated.
All right, I think that's enough fun for one day.
That was nothing.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Thinking some more about how to realize your ideals?
No. Actually, I've been trying not to obsess about it as much as before. I find when I think too much about my ideals, I get hung up on the reality of things and lose sight of what's really important. I know what it's like to go hungry, to lose your family. That should be reason enough to fight for a better society, so nobody else has to. Sorry about that.
Even thinking about things will make you hungry after a while. You wait here. I'll go whip something up for you.
Thanks for the food.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Just impressed at how good of a cook you've become.
Well, we've been on this journey for a while now, so I've had more than a few opportunities to hone my skills.
Yeah, and now I have a good meal in me. There's a simple kind of happiness that comes with that, you know? One that's more powerful and convincing than complicated logic can be.
That reminds me of something Law said, about how talking too much doesn't put food in people's stomachs.
That sounds like Law. But it's true nonetheless. When you get down to it, all you really need is enough food to keep you full and to be surrounded by people you love. Everything else comes second.
Speaking of people you love, I haven't heard you talk about Miguel much lately.
Wow, okay. Way to make me feel like the worst sister ever. But you're right, I haven't. If I'm honest, I think it's because I finally found other people I love just as much. Whatever kind of society we end up having after this, it needs to be a place where I know you all can be happy. That's my starting point for now. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Let's stay safe today. Hey. Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that! You're going to jinx us!
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... Well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.